Hey, what's up guys? It's Stargirl the Practical Witch and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another pick a card prediction, and today we are going to find out what does your whole entire life have in store for you, past, present, and future. No pressure or anything, but that's why I have two more cards than normal or two more decks than normal, because I wanted to make sure I could reach as many people as possible. But as usual, if the message doesn't resonate, maybe this pick a card reading is just not for you, and if that's the case, I hope you do find the message that resonates. And that's also why the stacks are a little bit higher, because I have a lot of oracle cards and tarot cards in each stack to make sure we can get a thorough reading of what your whole life has in store. So in order to get started, I do need you to pick one of the 6 groups. This is group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you've picked a group, you can fast forward to the timestamp I provide down below to see what your results are. If you need to pause the video to meditate on the cards, feel free to do so, but I also ask that you pick with your intuition and gut and not your eyes, because I find that warrants the best, most accurate results. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started on this pick a card prediction. Let's see what your whole entire life has in store for you. Group number 1, let's see what your whole entire life has in store for you. And don't worry guys, I am going to show you guys the cards periodically so you can take a look at the images that we're working with. I have an itch on my face for my hair, so I'm not picking my nose, I'm like trying to get it out of my face. So we have intelligence, we also have insight, we have Mercury, we have Saturn return. Okay, very interesting guys. Group number 1, we have the Lovers, the 7 of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So let's just start out with these energies real quick. So immediately what I'm seeing, group number 1, is your whole entire life you've probably struggled to feel loved from other people, which is what I'm seeing with the Lovers and the 7 of Wands. It looks like to me you guys have a hard time feeling if someone loves you. Maybe you believe no one loves you. Maybe you never felt like your family fully loved you or your friends really love you. You have a hard time feeling love, and I think on top of that, with the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles, you guys feel like you have to work to earn love. You feel like you have to do something in order to earn other people's love. I almost feel like for some of you, maybe it's not like this anymore, but when you were younger, you felt like you had to prove that you were worthy of love and affection by doing things for other people or being extra kind or being extra nice, because you felt like you inherently yourself were not deserving of love. I'm getting like growing up, you were probably a highly sensitive kid or an empathetic kid. Maybe you're still like this to this day, but I'm sort of sensing someone who's more on the sensitive side. Now, another thing that I'm seeing as well, sorry guys, there's this itch on my face that won't go away. All right, I think I got it. So another thing that I'm seeing with this intelligence and insight group, as well with the Queen of Cups, I feel like this is more when you're younger, or if you're younger now, like in your teens or when you were a child. I feel like a lot of you guys like to escape in fantasy or escape in books, escape in movies, escape in video games, because you almost felt like that was a lot more interesting than your present reality. I'm sensing a lot of you guys went through like a book phase where all you did was consistently read books, or you guys got lost in like a hobby like drawing or watching like classic films or something like that. I'm just seeing group number 1, you like to get lost in fantasy, and I'm also sensing that one of your natural gifts and talents is your intelligence. And I know sometimes when we're not aware of our natural gifts, especially when we're younger, and a psychic or a clairvoyant tells you about your natural gifts before you found them, you can be in a little bit of disbelief because you haven't found them yet. And also sometimes because the world is just not really very validating in regards to us. A lot of the times other people will put us down or won't notice our potential. So that might come as a shock to some of you. But what I'm really seeing is that your natural gift and talent is your intelligence, and everyone is born with a natural strength and ability, because this aids us in our life purpose. And yours is your mind, because I also have Mercury, guys. Mercury, books, insight, your third eye. Your intelligence is your natural gift, and it's something that's going to propel you to success in life. And I'm also sensing with Mercury and Saturn return that a lot of you guys, when you were younger, you had a hard time communicating what was on your mind. Maybe you had issues with small talk or conversations, or maybe when you were younger, you really didn't see your gift of communication, because I'm also seeing that's another gift you guys possess, is communication and using language. But I'm sensing this is a gift that's really going to get better with time. This is something that you'll probably develop and start to get really good at when you're older. I'm sort of seeing someone who's kind of a late bloomer, group number one. I feel like with Saturn return, you're really going to see all of your gifts, your abilities, and your confidence is really going to start to manifest in your mid-20s, maybe to your 30s. But I'm really sensing someone who's kind of like insecure, shyer about their gifts, and doesn't really fully develop them and notice them until they're in their mid-20s. And for some of you guys, you might be disappointed, but let me tell you what, don't be disappointed, because I was like this too in a way. Group number one, I was kind of a late bloomer, and as a kid it kind of sucked, I'm not gonna lie, but now it's like life is awesome, life is great, and I see that for you, group number one. So let's see what other energies we're working with. We have speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So guys, I really feel like group number one, I feel like in your life you are going to write a book or use language, poetry, storytelling, public speaking, anything to do with using language, written or spoken. I feel like this is a part of your life purpose, and this is likely what you're going to do as a career, and a career that fulfills you. Because group number one, I see in the cards, it's your destiny to have a fulfilling career. Like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing this. So the first thing that I'm seeing with the Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, this talks about having great passion and pride for your work, okay? So you're not meant to work a job, group number one, where you just do it to pay the bills, or you're not that passionate about it, but it's okay and it pays good. You are meant, group number one, to do something as a career that you are passionate about, because both of these cards talk about being really proud of your job. And I also see, group number one, your job is going to be something that makes a true difference in the world, because I'm seeing, group number one, you're not someone who likes to work just for working. You only want to work and create if you know it's going to make a positive impact on the world and other people. And I see you doing that, group number one. I see that's a part of your life purpose. Now, the Queen of Wands and the Three of Coins also indicates to me natural leadership ability. And once again, this might come as a shock, group number one, because I'm sensing when you're younger, you were kind of like, I don't want to be cruel, but kind of like a pushover, kind of like I have to earn other people's affection. But I see, group number one, the older you get, the better your life is going to get, okay? Like, the older you get, with this Saturn return, the more you're going to see this leadership, this confidence come out, where people are looking for your respect and trying to earn your love because you've grown so much as a person. I don't see those empathetic abilities ever going away in you, but I see your confidence growing, which is the most important thing. And I see you have the ability to inspire and lead others. I'm sensing, group number one, a lot of you could also be influencers, or some sort of influencer, or someone who uses their words as inspiration, because we also have the inspiration card. I see you being an inspiration for other people who were like you, kind of more insecure, kind of worked for love, someone who maybe didn't have the best past. I see you inspiring other people who were just like you. And guys, I want to tell you, you are meant for a lot of abundance. And the reason why I say this is because we have Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. We also have infinite abundance. We have two abundance cards. And I know, group number one, because every person's life is just consciousness playing out. And I'm gonna give credit to my friend Bridget Love on YouTube for telling me that. And your consciousness being played out includes material abundance. I really feel like, group number one, your higher self, your soul, when you incarnated into this life, really felt like material success and abundance was a part of your life purpose. And I see that, like I said, you are going to receive that through speaking, through inspiration, through leading others. Okay, so let's see what we have. Now, the one thing I am seeing though, guys, with Moon in the 12th house, is I really feel like a lot of you guys could have issues with females in your life. Maybe it could be a mother or important female figure others in your life, or just in general, you might have a hard time bonding with females. With moon in this 12th house, this normally talks about being separated from your mother, having issues with your mother being a very karmic relationship, or your mother being absent. So that could be the case. However, this is a general reading. But what I'm also seeing as well is just somebody who has issues with women, because the 12th house is hidden enemies and the moon is there. So growing up, you might notice that women might not like you, or women might try to put you down. In group number 1, I want you to know it's because you are destined for greatness. And when you're destined for greatness and people see you succeeding, some people aren't going to like that. So if you ever feel alone, don't worry about it. Just keep being genuine, keep being yourself, okay? But I am seeing that. Now, another thing I'm seeing with moon in the 12th house is someone who struggles a lot with being in their head, and also someone who struggles a lot with concentration and focus. So I see this is going to be a constant struggle in your life where you have to force yourself to remember to do things. You have to make lists, because I'm sensing someone who's kind of forgetful and has a hard time being grounded. I'm sensing group number 1 as well, that you are always going to be someone who is a little more on the sensitive side too, because moon in the 12th house makes someone extremely emotionally sensitive. And that's what I'm also sensing with the 6th house and the complexity card. I really feel like a lot of you guys have trouble keeping up with your responsibilities, keeping up with, household chores, keeping up with practical means, because I feel like practical things for you are almost so mind-numbing that it's really difficult for you to do. But this is going to be one of your biggest lessons, is learning how to get out of your head and be in this world and work out, have a routine, clean, and do your laundry. Like, that's the biggest thing I see for you, because you are like the creative, get lost in fantasy type. Now, one thing I am seeing specifically with past life issue, elder, the devil, the 10 of Pentacles, cut your cord. Yeah, I really feel like, guys, you have a lot of karmic ties in your family. I really feel like a lot of you have, because if you look at this, the devil has a cord between the man and a woman. We have cut your cord, past life issues, and also elder, and, a lot of family karmic vibes. So I really feel like a lot of you through your life, you might have trouble with family members, or there might be one karmic relationship you have with a family member that's really strained, that you have difficulty forming that bond with, is what I'm seeing. And that's something, group number 1, that was put in your life for a reason, to make you stronger. So if you know who I'm talking about, start appreciating them, because this person is really going to push you to be that evolved soul, that successful person I see you being. And also, if it's not that, this could also indicate marriage. You guys could have had a karmic marriage, or at some point in your life you could enter a very karmic marriage that teaches you a lot and pushes you to be the successful person I see you being. So it could be something like that, but I'm definitely seeing some ancestral patterns that need to be broken. Maybe you're ashamed of your family, maybe you're ashamed of where you come from, maybe everyone in your family it hasn't reached the level of success you want to reach, or maybe you feel shame from being a part of them or something like that, group number 1. But I want to tell you, your higher self picked that before you were born, and this is going to be the thing that brings you success. That's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, group number 2, let's see what your whole entire life has in store for you. No pressure or anything. And I am going to show you guys the cards periodically so you can take a look at the energies that we're working with. So I have self-expression, vocalization, individuality, inner voice, assertiveness. I also have divine consciousness, Mercury retrograde, Aries, healer, energy healing, the magician, the High Priestess, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. And don't worry, guys, I am going to show you the pictures. I think I already said that. Wow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cover these other cards a little bit later, but let's just focus on this first part that I'm seeing. So first of all, group number 2, I can see you have the gift of channeling from the divine, as I can see with divine consciousness and vocalization. I really feel like spirit, the higher powers, God, whatever you believe in, because there are different planes of existence that we can't see, higher planes of existence that actually guide us in this 3D physical reality. I don't know if you guys believe that, but that's what I believe. And I strongly believe that the higher beings, God, whatever, the higher levels of consciousness, they really do speak through you and your voice. I feel like a lot of you guys growing up, you felt like you were really different than others, as I can see with the High Priestess and the Magician. You almost felt like you didn't fit in with others. Maybe you just had like a quirky way of expressing yourself. Maybe you weren't really like, maybe other kids would find you weird growing up because you ignored certain social cues, or you weren't acting like them, or you kind of had just like a different vibe in the way that you expressed yourself. That's what I'm really seeing. I'm really seeing group number 2, you were really born to be an individual, and that's why growing up you might have felt like other people thought you were weird. And I'm also sensing group number 2, growing up you might have felt the need to kind of put on a mask or be someone else, or kind of put on the social conditioning mask, or put on like a socially acceptable mask, and you kind of learned how to be like everyone else, as I can see with Mercury reinvention and Aries I am, because you realize that, you know, being your weird, authentic, quirky self was kind of scaring other people off because you were born so different. So I'm sensing someone who really had to change like the way they interacted with others in order to fit in, and in order not to feel ostracized, which is really a shame, because group number 2, I really feel like with the High Priestess and the Magician, you were born different for a reason. That's why you feel so weird. That's why you feel like you don't I almost feel like you feel like other people, if you showed them your true self, just wouldn't be able to get you and would just be very confused by you. And I feel like it's very rare for you to really truly be yourself around certain people. They have to kind of be on that same wavelength as you. I'm sensing group number 2 that a lot of you are very, very psychic, and everyone is born with psychic powers. I want you to know that, but certain gifts are stronger in others than other people. But what I see with the High Priestess and divine consciousness is you really are connected to the divine. If you subscribe to that starseed stuff, I really feel like a crystal child, an indigo child, some sort of starseed. I'm kind of feeling like in your past life you weren't even a human. Okay, I know some of you guys don't believe in past lives, but I do, so bear with me. I really feel like some people on this earth are older souls. They've lived a lot of lives, and that's why when they're born they can be very wise. But I also know that there's certain souls that have never been human. They come from that higher plane of existence, maybe as like an angel or a guide, but they chose in this life to incarnate as a human in order to help other people in the physical realm. And I feel like group number 2, you haven't lived many past lives as a human. I feel like you're actually from a higher plane of existence, such as being a starseed or earth angel or something like that, and that's why you were born so weird, and that's why you might feel like you have a hard time being like other people, because you're not originally human. Sorry guys, I have this hair that was just on my face, on my nose, and it's really bothering me. But you might have always felt like that too, like I don't really feel human. But another thing that I'm seeing for you as well, group number 2, is your individuality is what's going to give you success in life. And I'm also sensing that a lot of you guys with Mercury retrograde and Aries I am, you have a lot of different thoughts and ideas than most people as well. And I really feel like with healer and energy healer, you guys are meant to become some sort of healer, whether it's a doctor, whether it's a therapist, whether it is somebody who heals with, I don't know, like any sort of healer, emotional or physical. I really feel like that's part of your life purpose, group number 2. For some of you with divine consciousness and vocalization, I really feel like some of your gifts, because everyone is born with natural strengths and abilities, and these natural strengths and abilities aid us in our life purpose. I feel like for some of you, group number 2, this could be a healing through channeled message, such as being a tarot reader or being a counselor. A lot of the advice, a lot of the good advice you give people, I'm seeing group number 2, actually doesn't come from your brain. I'm seeing that it comes from your higher self or angels or God, and it's being channeled through you, through your words. And I'm really sensing that. I feel like group number 2, you have the gift of channeling. And a lot of the times when people come to you for advice or come to you for help, because they see with the High Priestess, this happens to you quite a bit. When you give them advice, you are actually channeling messages from the divine. I am seeing that 110%. And I'm seeing a lot of people come to you for advice. The High Priestess, I definitely feel like, and it's been like that for you since a young age. And I'm also sensing for some of you, because keep in mind this is a general reading, that a lot of you, you're singing. Maybe some of you are singers, or some of you are people who enjoy singing. I'm seeing that a lot of you have that natural gift of singing, or singing is something that's very healing for you, and it's something you should be doing and developing, because this is something that's going to make you really feel good. You have that natural gift, and not only that, it's very healing. Or some of you could channel messages through your music or through singing. Some of the most popular musicians have been channelers. And for instance, there's this other psychic on YouTube talking about how Kurt Cobain, the reason why he was so popular for a generation and changed a whole generation is because with his music, he channeled what the whole entire consciousness of the 90s was feeling, and that's why they wiped out 80s hair metal and took over with grunge. So I'm seeing that for some of you, it could be you could use music or your voice to heal others through channeling. But another thing that I'm seeing, group number 2, is you do have the tendency to feel like you're better off alone, to work individually, to work alone. I'm seeing that with the High Priestess, the Magician, and Aries. I feel like a lot of you guys are really defensive. You don't like people to see how you're really feeling. You don't like to reveal your real emotions to other people or get emotionally close to people, because I'm seeing a fear of being hurt by others and thinking it's a sign of weakness to be reliant on others. So you keep a lot of your emotions under wraps, and you feel like you have to do things on your own because you're stubborn. And I'm sensing, group number 2, a huge sense of stubbornness. Okay, I'm seeing with vegetarian and vegan, at some point in your life you guys are going to be vegetarian or vegan or buy vegetarian, vegan, ethical products. I'm definitely seeing that for you, group number 2. I'm also seeing that a lot of you may suffer with motivation, and I think that's because you guys are really sensitive to energy, and people's energy or bad energy that surrounds you really rubs off on you and drains your energy. So if you're having problems with motivation, group number 2, I highly suggest salt baths. I highly suggest saging yourself. I highly suggest preserving your energy and watching who you come in contact with intimately, and also just on a friendship level, because with the High Priestess, you are very psychic. You absorb energy, and sometimes bad energy can leave you feeling drained and unmotivated. I'm seeing, group number 2, throughout your life, you are going to come through, because in our lives we're presented challenges because these help us grow as a person, and it's the whole reason we incarnate into this world, is so we can grow as souls. With 8th house and square, I feel like one of your biggest lessons in life is going to be learning how to be intimate with others. So what I'm seeing, group number 2, is you're going to enter into a lot of relationships in your life with friends or romantic interests that teach you a lot about how to be vulnerable. Because group number 2, I'm seeing you have a real issue being really emotionally vulnerable, really emotionally open, and being someone who's soft and receptive to bonding with others on a true and genuine level, because you feel like you have to put on such a tough face and you feel like you have to do things alone. And because of that, the world is really going to challenge you with, bringing in a lot of relationships that force you to become intimate. Sorry about that, guys. My upstairs neighbor's dog is just, ugh. But I really feel like because of that, you're gonna run into a lot of intense relationships that kind of force you to put that guard down and kind of take you out of that emotional, guarded comfort zone I see that you have for yourself. I'm also seeing, group number 2, you have the ability to counsel others on relationships, though. You give great relationship advice because you're someone who's very logical about it. And I see for you guys, a lot of your life purpose probably involves helping others who were abused, helping other people with love. I see a lot of counseling, and I also see just like someone who gives naturally really good advice to other people. Now, another thing I'm seeing with Father Sky is I really feel like a lot of you, keep in mind this is a general reading, have a very karmic relationship with your father. Your relationship with your father might be very strained, or relationships with a male figure in your life might be very strained and might be put in your life to really help you grow. Now, if not, keep in mind this is a general reading. I really feel like it could just be relationships with men in your life might be something that's very challenging for you. I'm seeing like men or male energy, karmic relationships that are challenging, put in your life, forcing you to grow. And for some of you, this could be romantic, because I'm seeing a lot of you are here to learn how to be intimate with people, whether it's romantic, friendship, or anything in general. I'm also sensing too, on the flip side, that I feel like you guys have a family member who is actually put into your life for a reason. I'm sensing there's like a female, or it doesn't have to be a family member, but it could be like a female friend. I'm sensing you have a female friend or a female family member that is put into your life. They're a soulmate. You guys are like They were put into your life to be one of your support systems, one of your earth angels. I'm seeing that for you. So pay attention to some female in your life you are really bonded to, because I'm sensing that this person was put into your life to be a human earth angel to you, and that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And to really appreciate that person, I am definitely picking that up. A female family member or a female friend that you, and I'm getting the chills, that you really bond with, was put into your life to make this incarnation easier, and they will always be there for you. Okay, so for some of you with classes, some of you could be a teacher. This is really broad. I'm sorry I'm not picking up more on your life purpose, but definitely involves channeling wisdom, giving wisdom to other people. So it could also be classes, or maybe you're being called to go to school. And I'm also sensing group number 2, you have a talent for being able to stand up for other people who can't stand up for themselves. That's one of your most beautiful qualities. You stand up for other people. You give a voice to people who can't have a voice to themselves. You don't like to see injustice or see people being bullied or put down. You stand up for them, and that's also something that could be a part of your life purpose, but it's also something that makes you extremely, extremely attractive and a beautiful soul, the fact that you stand up for others who can't stand up for themselves. So that's really all I'm seeing. Oh wait, hold on. Knight of Cups, guys, I really feel like there is a love interest or a love partner coming soon for you, a soulmate love connection, or that's something that is very destined in your life. So that's all I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, group number 3, let's see what your whole entire life has in store for you. No pressure or anything. And don't worry, I am going to show you guys the cards periodically so you can take a look at the energies that we are working with. So I have guidance, support, love, signs, direction, the mind, I have earth element stability, I have Capricorn, I have mediumship. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with these cards right here before we get into the rest. So what I'm seeing and feeling for you, group number 3, is you were born with very strong psychic abilities, and everyone has psychic abilities, but everyone has different strengths on the spectrum of it. But for you, group number 3, I'm sensing that when you were younger, that you had the ability of mediumship. Deceased loved ones might have visited you in your dreams. You might have seen ghosts or shadow people, and no one seemed to believe you. I'm sensing that when you were younger specifically, you had a lot of paranormal experiences. But I'm sensing, group number 3, the older you get, the more you blocked it out. And I'm sensing, group number 3, a lot of your gifts are very suppressed now, because you might have felt crazy, or because you didn't believe in it, or because, you know, you just felt really scared. So I'm sensing with that earth energy that a lot of your gifts have been suppressed, but if you wanted to open those up, it would be very, very easy for you. I'm seeing, group number 3, you are probably an indigo child or someone who lived many lives. You're definitely an old soul, because I have a lot of purples, I have a lot of blues, which relate to an indigo child, an old soul, someone who was brought here to make a big difference in the world. Group number 3, I see you have a very big destiny. I don't know how into spirituality you are, but I'm going to be the first person to tell you this if you're not, because I'm seeing it. With the guidance card, we have the number 47. Put 4 and 7 together, because in numerology, you always add the numbers together to equal one sum. 4, 7 is 11, which is a master number. On the card 38, the mind, 8 plus 3 together is 11, which is a master number. We have earth element, which also has 38, which equals 11. So we have 3, 11, 11, 11s, okay? And then we have 22 on this card, which is a master number. So group number 3, I'm willing to bet in your numerology chart, you have master numbers. Or what this is telling me is you are sent here for a very big mission here on earth to help humanity in a very big way. So group number 3, I do see you have a very big destiny. You are going to make a very big impact on life. And if you're someone who's young, this might be shocking to you, but I'm here, like if you picked group number 3, I'm willing to bet your destiny involves moving and changing the world in some sort of big way. Group number 3, what I'm also sensing with mediumship and guidance and the 1111s is I really feel like you have a deceased loved one as a spirit guide, or a deceased loved one from your ancestral bloodline, even if they weren't alive during the time you were alive, or someone close to you who has passed away is acting as a spirit guide who is very, very close to you. And I really, really feel that. I'm feeling their presence very, very hard, and they frequently try to communicate with you. Now, one of the ways I'm seeing group number 3, they communicate with you is through 1111 on the clock, seeing 111 on the clock, or 222 on the clock. So if you notice, you see a lot of number sequences that are of those numbers. That's them saying that they are around and their presence is around in you. Now, this person could have been an earth sign growing up, but what I'm also seeing is they also come to you in dreams. I'm sensing that. And they also come to you as physical signs, such as seeing the same animal over and over again, seeing insects or animals acting strange around you with this earth sign. I'm definitely seeing that. For some of you, it could even be like signs of cats, because I'm seeing a lion. I'm going to try to see if I could, and with this tree, I definitely feel like it's someone in your ancestral bloodline or a family member, but just in general, anyone who's passed away. Now, later on in the reading, if I pick more up, I will definitely let you know about it. But for now, I kind of want to move on from that and kind of see what your life is all about. So let's take a look at these cards. So let's see what I'm seeing. Okay, so we have I create harmony, I keep the waters pure. We also have third house and Neptune. We have North Node, Venus, protection guardian. So your spirit guides, I really feel like the spirit guide could be a woman, a female energy. However, I really feel like with this card, what this is really saying is that this person protects you from a lot of harm in your life. This person is like your warrior angel, okay? I really feel that way. We also have Stag. We have the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, sacral chakra, and creative expression. Okay guys, so what I'm really picking up, group number 3, is there are a lot of cards that indicate creative expression. First of all, we have creative expression, the sacral chakra, which relates to creative expression. You have the card I create harmony, and you also have the card Venus. So group number 3, especially too with Neptune in the third house, oh my gosh, group number 3, this is amazing how many cards you have that point to creative expression. Group number 3, I really feel like your natural gift and ability is your creative expression. You were born with a natural gift to be creative, and everyone in this life is born with their own unique set of natural strengths and abilities, because these strengths and abilities aid us in our life purpose. And I really feel like group number 3, yours is creative expression. Like, this is a general reading, but it could be creative writing. It could be making like films that move people. It could be having a YouTube channel and using your creativity that way. It could be drawing, it could be painting, it could be musicianship. Anything to do with creative expression, group number 3, 1, you are naturally good at, 2, it's probably a past life talent, and 3, I'm seeing that it is meant to be a part of your life purpose. And that's one of the ways you're going to change the world, is through your art and creative expression. Okay, so creative expression could be a multitude of different things, and keep in mind this is a general reading, but you might have always felt called to do some sort of creative hobby, or you might have picked up a creative hobby faster than most, or one of the things that you might have been mainly interested growing up could have been creativity. And what I'm seeing is whatever that was is something you are meant to explore, and if not as a job, definitely as like something you pursue, because I'm seeing that this is healing for you and it's part of your destiny with North Node. Now, another thing that I'm seeing, group number 3 as well, is I really feel like a lot of you have the gift with third house and Neptune of predicting the future with tarot cards or astrology. This is a very, very common placement for people who have that gift, and I was seeing it in these cards too. With King of Wands and Two of Wands, this tells me you have a talent for predicting the future, 100%. So if you feel called to learn astrology or practice tarot for that, I'm seeing that you have the natural ability to do so. So some of the jobs that I'm seeing for you, group number 3, could be an astrologist, could be a tarot reader, could be something to do with the occult with the King of Wands, or it could have something to do with using your creativity. I definitely see that for you, because you do have such strong psychic ability. Now, group number 3, what I'm also seeing for you, however, is one of your challenges is becoming grounded. Because you're someone who operates so much from their psychic ability, because you're someone who operates so much from your third eye, because you have so much creativity and you're always in your head, you have a hard time being present in the grounded reality. And I'm definitely seeing that. I'm seeing a tendency to daydream. I'm seeing a tendency to slack on everyday responsibilities, or kind of have an issue overeating or undereating. I'm seeing a imbalance in the root chakra, where you have a hard time being present in your physical body because you're always in your head. I'm sensing someone who could possibly overindulge in drinking or drugs, or at some point in your life you might have done that, And this all stems from having an imbalanced root chakra because you're always so in your head and connected to spirituality. I'm seeing that for you. I'm seeing that this is going to be a huge lesson in your life, is learning how to not overindulge and go to one extreme or the other, because I see that you guys are extreme people and you either are all in or you're all out. There's really a lack of balance and grounding in your life, and I definitely see that. So once again, it can manifest as overindulging in drinking or drugs, overindulging in eating, or underindulging, any root chakra imbalances such as that, or just in general feeling a lot of anxiety, constantly being in your head, not getting your everyday responsibilities done. This is something that's going to be a huge challenge in your life. And I'm also seeing just like a lack of motivation, kind of like group number 1, a lack of will to live or get things done, or something of that nature is really what I'm seeing. Or kind of like distract yourself or shy away from responsibilities or succeeding. I see like you getting distracted a lot. Now I'm also sensing as well with the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, group number 3, in your life you are going to be blessed with a lot of soulmate connections in regards to your friends or your relationships. I'm definitely seeing that. I see that you guys are going to meet a lot of people you have shared past lives with. When you do make a real true friend, this is going to be a friend that lasts a lifetime. I'm sensing a lot of soulmate connections with you, people you have known in past lives, friends that you bond with on a true level. I'm seeing group number 3, that is going to be one of your blessings in life, is meeting a lot of people you shared past lives with that you connect with on a soul level. And I'm seeing group number 3, for some of you, you have already met these people and it's by no coincidence. These people have chosen to be in your life to make your life better. And I'm definitely seeing that with the friendship card 100%. And also just people who want to help you in life. I'm sensing that too. Now group number 3, what I'm also seeing with the Chariot, the 7 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords, this is telling me that a lot of you lack direction in your life. I definitely feel that. Or what this could mean as well is I really feel like there could have been a male in your life, possibly a father who was very hard on you or put a lot of expectation on you. Or there could have been someone in your life that put a lot of expectation on you and kind of like made you feel a little insecure or stuck in life. This could be a father. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Or this could have even been yourself. Maybe you're so hard on yourself that it causes anxiety and inaction. But I sort of feel like this energy, group number 3, of you feeling like you let someone down, maybe yourself down, and feeling like there was a lot of pressure on you that you couldn't live up to because you couldn't be someone else's expectation of you. That's what I really feel like. And I'm also sensing group number 3, this could be because you were meant to explore something creative, not necessarily something that's expected of you. And I'm just sensing that energy. Now what I'm also sensing as well is I feel like a lot of you guys in life, you might feel like you failed quite often with 5 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands. You might feel like you've constantly been putting yourself out there. You've constantly been putting your art out there, or trying to succeed, but for some reason I feel like you guys in life have been met with a lot of failures. And I want you to know what Spirit is really telling me is that this was to build your character, because I'm seeing group number 3, if you keep getting up each time you fail, there's going to be a time that you succeed. And I just really feel like it's a part of your learning purpose. So if you feel like you've been putting your art out there and you're not getting anything, keep trying, keep going, because I'm seeing it's part of your destiny to make a big impact in life is what I'm seeing. And those failures are building your character. I have failed so many times before my YouTube channel started. I have failed like more times than I can count, to the point where I wanted to give up. And now that I found my purpose, I'm so glad I had those failures, because I have resilience, and that's what it's trying to build in you. So if you're failing, know that one day you are going to get it right. And what I'm seeing with the King of Wands and 2 of Wands is that if you keep failing in something too, maybe it's time to look and expand your horizons and pursue something else. Maybe if you keep failing at this one thing, this is because you need to go to the next thing or explore something that you haven't done before and take a risk, and that's where you're going to find success. That was a big message I heard, because I'm sensing group number 3, a lot of you are very stubborn with the Chariot, the 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and 8 of Swords. I feel like you have a hard time moving on from things. You kind of keep trying the same old, but I'm hearing it's time for you to try something new and take a risk, because that's where you're going to find your success. And I'm also seeing just in general a fear of cars or moving or travel or feeling stuck and unable to move on. Maybe this resonates, but that's like a very big message I'm seeing. Okay, so I think that's all I'm getting for you guys. I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, group number 4, let's see what your whole life has in store for you. And don't worry, I am periodically going to show you the images on the card so you can see that the energies that we're working with. So we have truth, transparency, sincerity, communication. We have moon, the soul, vulnerability, sensitivity, Leo, I will. We also have choice, free will, courage, willpower, and change. Listen only to love. Okay, so let's go ahead and just look at these first cards first so we can really see, what's going on. So group number 4, I feel like you're somebody who is a genuinely nice person. I feel like you genuinely want to help other people, but sometimes because you're so nice, people might almost be like you might have noticed people are repelled by you or suspicious of you because most people aren't as nice as you. I'm seeing someone who's genuinely nice because you know what it feels like to be rejected and hurt, and you don't want anyone else to feel like that. And because of that, you overcompensate trying to make other people feel comfortable. And I see this has been a major theme in your life. I'm also sensing as well, you're someone who's very sensitive. You're somebody, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're someone who's so sensitive. And because you're so sensitive, you never want to hurt others. So I'm getting like you could be an empath or sorry guys, I had a cough, but I'm sensing that you could be an empath or a highly sensitive person or something of that nature. I'm definitely seeing that. But what I'm also sensing, group number 4, is through your life, because you're so sensitive to chemicals, like you might notice you can't take like certain things because you're very sensitive or reactive to it, like pills or certain foods, or just in general, I see like someone who's very sensitive, like your emotions and your physical body is very sensitive. So you might avoid a lot of foods, avoid certain substances. And I'm also sensing someone who kind of like has a low pain tolerance or something like that, which is very common for earth angels as well, if you guys don't know that. So you might be an earth angel, which is someone who existed on the higher planes of existence, but then decided to incarnate in human form to help others. But I'm sensing someone who is very, very sensitive. But because of that, I'm seeing that other people's opinions of you, especially when you were younger, or even now if you were younger, is something that really impacted you. And I feel like that's one of your biggest lessons in life, group number 4, is learning not to take other people's opinions of you so much to heart. And I feel like because of that, a lot of the times you dimmed your own light, or it caused you to become very insecure. And because of that, you have an issue expressing your authentic self. That's what I'm seeing, group number 4, because you're scared of the opinions of others, and also you have a deep need to be loved. I'm seeing that with listen only to love. I just sort of see someone who's very kind and wants to be loved, but sometimes you put other people's unwarranted opinions of you, or your fear of rejection or other people's opinions of you really dims your light. And I'm sensing that's been the case for a lot of your life. Now, I also noticed 17 and 17 a lot, and with this in numerology, you always combine 2 numbers together to equal 1. And I'm seeing a lot of 8s in your spread, which is really telling me, group number 4, I really feel like you're destined for material abundance. I was seeing that when I was doing your spread, and I really feel that way, but we're going to get back to that. So what I'm sensing about your authenticity, group number 4, is I feel like one of the biggest lessons you need to learn is you don't have to earn love. Begging people to love you because you don't love yourself isn't going to work. I used to do that, and I'm guilty of that. I feel like, group number 4, your biggest lesson is learning to be yourself, be outspoken, say what you mean, be who you truly are, and people will respect you a lot more for that. And I'm really seeing that. So let's see what else we have here. So we have the 6 of Wands. Well, we do have career change. We have the Air Guardian. We have Lord, take charge with authority, more take charge cards. And we also have the 6 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. We also have base chakra. We have the 2nd house. We have Mars conjunction Sagittarius. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with these cards So what I'm seeing is I feel like a lot of you, group number 4, you would be very successful with a home business. That's what I'm seeing with the 6 of Wands and 4 of Wands, the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you are meant to work on your own terms, one, or you're meant to have a home business. And that's really what I'm seeing for you. With career change, this could indicate that a lot of you are studying something or in a career now that's very unfulfilling. But I'm sensing, group number 4, you like to stay where it's safe. You don't like change. Maybe some of you are pursuing things because you feel like it's stable and will bring you money and stability, because I see, group number 4, one of your biggest wants in life is stability. Maybe you had a lot of instability growing up and now all you want is stable income, stable home. You don't like change. You don't like moving out of your comfort zone. This is something that's a huge struggle for you, group number 4. So some of you might be in that situation now, and what I'm seeing is or feeling is like a stagnant energy. And what I'm seeing, group number 4, is a lot of you will find success in a home business, and a lot of you will find success working on your own terms. And that's honestly like the biggest message that I'm seeing. I'm also sensing, group number 4, it is part of your destiny to have a very fulfilling marriage or home life. Now, nowadays, you know, things have gotten really progressive. It doesn't have to be like the traditional, you know, 1950s, you stay at home and bake while someone goes to work, or something stifling like that. But with the 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing a very successful marriage partnership that lasts a lifetime. I'm seeing a family is definitely in the cards for you. Some of you who are young might be like, whoa, I am not ready for that. I don't want that. And I get that. You know, we change so much as we grow. But group number 4, I'm really feeling like you are going to have a very successful marriage with your twin flame, because I also have the twin flame card. So this is going to be something that you want. I don't know when it's going to happen in your life, but I'm seeing that it is definitely going to happen. You're one of the few lucky people who do have a twin flame, and one of the few lucky people who will have a successful marriage, a successful home life, good children if you want children. But it doesn't have to indicate children either. It could just mean you have a lot of fur babies and you have a nice home with your twin flame. But I'm seeing that is 100% in the cards for you. And also material abundance, because we have the base chakra, the second house, Mars conjunction in Sagittarius. I feel like, group number 4, a lot of the times in your life you feel you underestimate your skills. You feel like you underestimate your value in the world. That's what I'm seeing, group number 4. But as soon as you realize that value, I see so much material success coming your way. And as soon as you let go of the fear of not having stability and you follow your dreams, your passion, I'm sensing that you are going to be very successful, as I can see with the second house, Mars, Sagittarius. I'm definitely seeing comfortability, material abundance. But the thing about that is, a lot of the times we don't get these gifts unless we learn a lesson first. That's just the nature of life, and it sucks, but it's true. But I'm sensing it once you get over that lesson of letting go of something that's not right for you and taking that risk, you are going to receive the comfortability, the abundance that you desire, group number 4. That's really what I'm seeing. So with the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, once again, group number 4, I really feel like you're somebody who has the tendency, this could have to do with your mother, or just in general with people. I feel like you take on too many people's problems. I feel like you do too much for people, and sometimes it kind of weighs you down from being a little bit selfish and pursuing what it is that will improve your life. I'm seeing a tendency to take care of others to the point where they're a detriment to you. Maybe you focus so much on others that you neglect yourself, but I'm definitely sensing that heavy feeling, and I'm sensing that's something you need to really get over. Or I'm sensing a tendency, group number 4, to have workaholic syndrome, to work too much to the point where you drain yourself because you just want stability, so you just work, and you miss all of these blessings in life. So I feel like that's a really big lesson for you, because I am seeing material abundance and success, but I feel like with that you have to learn how to balance your home life, your family life, and also just appreciate the people around you, because life isn't all about work and doing. I also feel, sense, group number 4, that one of your biggest strengths and abilities with the King of Cups and the 5 of Wands is the fact that you don't get into petty arguments. You're someone who's, like I said, very kind. With the King of Cups and the 5 of Wands, I feel like you're above a lot of the fighting or the pettiness or the gossip. And I sense that's something that people really admire about you. I sense that you're someone who's a great mediator. You're a great peacekeeper. You never take sides. You never fight. You don't go behind people's backs. You're someone who's very honest and genuine. And I see that honesty, that genuinity, and the fact that you're above so much pettiness is something that really makes you shine and is something that's one of your natural beauties or strengths and abilities. So that's all I have for you, group number 4. I really hoped you enjoyed this pick a card reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, group number 5, let's see what your whole life has in store for you. And don't worry, I am going to show you the cards periodically so you can take a look at the energies that we're working with. But we have communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing, connection. We have creativity. We have a lot of blues already is what I'm seeing. We also have North Node, life's purpose, Chiron, healing, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the World. We also have creative expression, writer's group, leadership. All right, let's just go ahead and take a look at the cards we have here first. Let's take a look at these energies. So what I'm really feeling, group number 5, I don't know if I called it 4, but this is group number 5. What I really felt when I looked at your spread is one thing that really popped up in my ear, some sort of performer, some sort of actor, some sort of someone who performs in front of an audience. I got like comedian, I got actor. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Someone who is maybe on YouTube, someone who performs, like that's like the vibe that I'm really getting. Or if not that, I'm seeing like working in a group, working in some sort of creative group, such as a band, such as working in a company with other people that allows you to be creative, such as like something like that. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like group number 4, that's a large part of your purpose. Group number 5, that's a large part of your purpose. Please excuse me, this has been a long reading. But what I'm seeing too, group number 5, is one of your natural strengths and abilities, because we're all born with natural strengths and abilities, and these things help us in our life purpose, is that you have a lot of natural charisma. Some people just have it and some people don't. And I'm seeing with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, you have ability to really charm people. Now, if you're younger, this might not resonate, because when we're young, we're insecure and like unsure of ourselves, like, what do you mean? But I feel like group number 5, most of you probably know what I'm talking about. You have an ability to light up a room. You can charm people just by being yourself. You probably have a beautiful smile is what I'm seeing. You just have like that A++ personality, you know? And I really feel like that's one of your natural strengths and abilities. That's what God blessed you with, or whatever you believe in. And you have a natural gift of leadership. However, what I'm seeing, group number 5, is you do have a tendency to kind of like put yourself into groups in a way where you don't allow yourself to shine and stand out. That's the biggest thing. I feel like a lot of you are scared of stepping into that leadership role, or a lot of you kind of like, instead of independently going after things, you tend to like stay in groups or hide behind other people, because one of the struggles you might go through in life is letting yourself shine around other people instead of just being a part of a group. And that's a really big thing that I'm seeing. Let's take a look at these other cards. I really feel like with 10th house and Uranus, guys, like I feel like one day you're gonna unexpectedly make it. It's gonna occur out of nowhere. Like Uranus is a planet of unexpected things. Uranus is a planet of like shock, and it's in your 10th house of reputation, career, fame. So I feel like group number 5, one day your luck is just going to change like that in a snap of fingers. One day you could be irrelevant, one day you could be unsuccessful and broke, and then the next day it's like, whoa, success just hit me in the face. That's what I really, really feel for you, group number 5. I'm also sensing as well with the 11th house and also with sextile, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have a lot of friendships where you can be creative with. I feel like you guys are going to be blessed with a lot of creative friendships as well. I feel like that's one of the blessings you're going to receive in life. And the 11th house is also about unexpected blessings. So I really feel like, guys, like your luck is weird. One day you could have really, really bad luck, and the next day you could have really, really good luck. Like you're that person who makes it somehow. So your luck is very up and down and unexpected. That's what I really feel. And you might notice that, and you might be like, wow, I have the worst luck. But then one day something amazing happens to you that never happens to anything else. I see like unexpected wishes coming true for you. Like that's a very, like this group is pretty amazing, guys. Like, wow, I really feel that for you. Like you're definitely going to be in the public eye in some way, and you're definitely going to make it in some way. Yeah, I really feel like with I am kind and I regard all alters with respect, you have that charisma because you are genuinely warm and you genuinely enjoy other people. Like I really feel like a lot of people like you, and I feel like because you're so charismatic, a lot of people are going to help make your wishes come true because they are going to believe in you. And I really feel like you just have a natural, respect and kindness and manners, and it's something that people really like. And because of that, I see a lot of people aiding you in making your dreams come true, and a lot of people believing in you specifically. Now I'm seeing with death, the 10 of swords and the 10 of cups. I feel like at some point in your life, you've lost a family member, or because keep in mind, this is a general reading, but you could have lost a family member or gone through a really bad bout of depression where something traumatic and life-altering happened. Or maybe this could happen in the future, not trying to scare you, but you know, life is all good and bad. It's not all good. Like, let's be real. Stuff happens. Like, I know in my life, a lot of stuff has happened, but I feel like this could have been a loss of a family member, or could be, you know, like, or like some sort of extreme loss, some sort of extreme thing happened that caused you to lose your happiness or something like that. It's almost like that really bad luck and the really good luck I was talking about, extreme luck. One day something really bad happened to you and it kind of killed your happiness. And I'm also sensing, like I said, later on, really good luck where you make it, but I'm definitely feeling that energy for you. So, or this could also have been like something really bad happened in your family, such as like a divorce that was traumatizing, or something really bad happened in your family that really impacted you in a very big way. Yeah, because I have the 4 of Cups. So some of you right now might be going through a bout of depression. I'm definitely seeing that, but I'm seeing with Chiron and healing, this is a part of your purpose. And this is something that's actually going to help with your creativity and success. I'm definitely seeing some of you might have to be healing from some family issues, or healing from some sort of depression or anxiety in regards to your life. Yeah. With 4 of Cups, I see a lot of depression, and that's not normally like you. So maybe this is currently, or maybe it's that thing I was picking up on group number 5. But I'm seeing with the Fool and the 6 of Wands, the future looks really, really bright for you, because the Fool is about future and new beginnings. And I'm seeing with the 6 of Wands, you are going to leave that traumatic thing behind. And the 6 of Wands talks about success, fame, recognition, happiness. And I see you guys are on the way to that really soon. And I'm also sensing group number 5, the sooner you get out of groups and let yourself shine in groups, the sooner you're going to be successful. And I just feel like group number 5, you have like this amazing energy. I feel like you are destined for greatness, but you need to let go of that fear, take control of your life with the law of attraction, and make a decision, because nothing is worse than making no decision at all. It's better to make the wrong decision, because at least that wrong decision will lead you to the right decision later on. And keep being a warrior and fighting, because I see you have that warrior spirit and nothing can get you down. It's time to fight. I feel like you're one of those people, like I get down 9 times, but I get up 10. That's a very powerful lyric I heard. I get down 9 times, but I get up 10. I feel like you are one of those people. You never let failure bring you down. And I feel like it's time for you to start fighting, be that warrior, and fly to the new beginnings with the Fool and 6 of Wands, because you are going to find success, specifically in leadership roles, groups, creative expression, politics. That's what I'm seeing group number 5. This is an amazing, unique group. This is nothing like the other ones, I'll tell you that much. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, group number 6, let's see what your whole life has in store for you. And don't worry, I am going to periodically show you the cards so you can take a look at the energies that we are working with. So we have gut instincts, the Lion, intuition, knowing, sensing, and trust. We have desires, which is goals, passion, craving, and fulfillment. We have the 5th house, creativity. We have Scorpio, I transform. We have perfectionism. We also have singing and dancing. We have crown chakra. We also have mirror guardian, take time to reflect. And we have the 5 of swords, judgment, the 9 of cups, the 5 of wands. All right, so let's just go ahead and take a look at these first energies before we get into the rest. So what I'm seeing, group number 6, sorry if I said 5. Like when I'm channeling, it's just hard for me to remember the numbers, I apologize. Group number 6, let's see what we're working with. So the first thing that I see is, I don't know how old you guys are, so if you're younger, this might not resonate yet, but I'm assuming most of you guys are, you know, teenager or 20s. I'm sensing a lot of you guys are really determined to do well and be successful in the material plane. Like, I see that with gut instinct, I see it with desires, I see it with Scorpio and perfectionism. I see that a lot of you guys are very competitive. That's a very big thing. And I see that you guys are like very determined to succeed in life. I'm seeing a lot of you have dreams of being wealthy, of being number one. I'm sensing too that a lot of you have, group number 6, a very strong sexual magnetism, as I can see with Scorpio, as I can see from the 5th house in desires. I think a lot of you, group number 6, and please excuse me if I ever sound offensive, I'm just like, I'm a blunt person, I have Mercury in Sagittarius, but anyway, I really feel like a lot of you use your sexuality to get what you want, and you know how to use your sexuality to get what you want. I feel like a lot of you guys too, group number 6 with Mirror Guardian, you might be really perfectionistic about the way you look, and you might like put a lot of effort into the way that you look, because I'm sort of sensing, group number 6, that's something that you really value, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sort of sensing some of you guys at one point could have been models or will be models, or maybe dancers, or you know, like someone who's an Instagram model or something like that. I'm sort of sensing, group number 6, using your sexuality and your physical appearance to get what you want, kind of like Lana Del Rey style in her early years. I'm definitely sensing that for you, group number 6. And I'm also sensing too, like just someone who is very competitive and determined to win in life no matter what. I'm definitely sensing that. And I'm also sensing as well, group number 6, with singing and dancing and crown chakra. I feel like a lot of you have a natural athletic ability, group number 6. So if you were to ever pursue athletics, or if you were to ever pursue, you know, like getting your body fit, I feel like this is something that you will definitely do in your life. I see like at some point in your life, you're going to be very interested in fitness. You're going to be very interested in getting like those abs, bodybuilding, or something of that nature. I definitely see that for you, group number 6, even if it might come at even though it might come as a shock to you at first. I definitely see that this is something you're going to be very into. I see being very into makeup, or very into your appearance, or using your sexual charisma in some way in life. Like, that's a very big message that I see. I'm also seeing group number 6 because I believe that there are higher realms where we have spirit guides, angels, and higher vibrational beings that guide us on this physical plane. And group number 6, what I'm really seeing is your spirit guides really communicate with you through music. So I see a lot of you might like have a song you really like, or an artist you really like, or have lyrics or music that really moves you in some way. And I'm hearing from spirit, this is no coincidence, the reason why you feel so drawn to that music is because spirit actually talks to you through songs and through lyrics that really speak to you and call to you. And I'm sort of sensing, group number 6, the time when you are most connected to your higher self is when you are singing and dancing, when you're like listening to music, or when you are expressing yourself in a physical way, such as singing and dancing. Now, group number 6, what I'm also seeing about you is, like I said, you're very perfectionistic on your looks. Your looks are like a very important thing to you, or you feel like that's the only thing that's worth value of you, which is really, really sad, but I'm going to get into that later on because I see so much more about you. But with the 5 of Swords and the Judgment, I really feel like a lot of you guys went through some sort of abuse that really changed your life, whether it was like abusive relationship, a really traumatic moment where someone kind of made you feel like you had to be defensive, or made you feel like you had to be tough, or made you kind of like, because I'm seeing group number 6, you are naturally very, very tough people. I'm seeing like a toughness, like I have to be strong, I'm going to be strong, I'm not going to let myself be weak. And I'm sensing that this is due to some sort of trauma that happened to you in your life that really changed your life. I see that a lot of you, group number 6 as well, I feel like you're very competitive with other people, like I said, and you will fight to do anything to make your dreams come true. But I'm also sensing, group number 6, because of this competitiveness, because of this toughness, I'm sensing a lot of you guys either have jealousy or envy, or you feel like everyone is your competition and you don't get close to people, or you always feel like everyone is out to get you so you don't get close to people. And I see group number 6, this is something that you really have to learn to get over in your life, because everyone has their own struggles, everyone in life has their own accomplishments, accomplishments, because this is like a part of our destiny. And your destiny, I feel like, is learning to realize that the people around you aren't competition, and to realize your worth beyond your looks and your physical appearance, because you have so much of it. And I'm seeing that once you stop believing that everyone is out to get you, the sooner you're going to reach your blessings in life, which is what I'm going to go over. I'm seeing you have a tendency to think really dark or think negative about people and life. And once again, I feel like it's because of some situation that happened in your life. And I'm also sensing group number 6 that for some of you, because keep in mind this is a general reading, I feel like with Scorpio, Gemini, and Pluto, a lot of you may have like some sort of competition or karmic relationship with your siblings, or strained relationship with your siblings. I also sense group number 6 that I feel like a lot of you are going to go through great transformations in your life. I feel like you're somebody who's going to have like one of those lives where you are nothing like how you were when you were younger. I feel like you're someone who actively transforms for the better in their life, and you never stay the same and you never stay stagnant. You always improve on yourself, and that's a big thing I see for you. And like that's something that's really amazing, because some people get stuck in the same vibration, the same wavelength. But you, group number 6, I see that you're someone who learns from their mistakes and constantly transforms as a person. And because of that, I see you gaining a lot of success. And once we have like this mirror images, being way too critical about the way you look and like your appearance when you have so much more. First of all, with crown chakra, you guys are really, I'm willing to bet you have extreme intelligence, because the crown chakra relates to intelligence. And I also see you have a natural past life gift of singing and dancing, and if you were to explore that, that's something that's going to bring you a lot of success. Okay, so I want you to know you have a brilliant mind, and I see that with Gemini. I see that with Pluto and Scorpio with Gemini, because Gemini rules the mind. You are so intelligent. Like you have dark humor, you're witty, you're intelligent, okay? And I feel like that's what's going to bring you success, not necessarily your looks, even though that does help. You need to realize you have like an intelligence that most people don't possess, and that's what you should be valuing, instead of thinking that the only thing people care about is your looks or your appearance or something like that. That's a very big thing I see. I also feel like group number 6, at some point with children and counseling, I feel like a lot of you are going to end up working as some sort of counselor or therapist at some point in your life. I also feel like you could work with children, maybe as a children's therapist, a social worker, or you could be somebody who helps children who went through what you did or something of that nature. I'm just sort of seeing someone who is naturally really good with children. Like children just naturally really like you. That's one of your natural gifts. And I also see someone who is a natural counselor, who is able to transform and help people with their words. So not only are you someone who's intelligent, you're also someone who has the ability to motivate people with your words and say the right thing and help transform people with your words, wisdom, and guidance. And I really feel like your hard life or the things that you go through are really going to aid you in helping other people who went through what you did. That's really what I see. I also see as well that a lot of you have like a lot of masculine energy, and there's nothing wrong with that, group number 6, okay? But sometimes we have something called toxic masculinity, and even women experience this too, where we don't have our feminine side. We have to balance the masculine and feminine. And I see you guys right now, or in the past, were very into your masculine side, where you don't let people get close to you. You're closed off from emotional connection. You're competitive. You feel like you have to prove your worth with accomplishments or the way that you look. And because of that, you have a hard time receiving love from other people, because you have such suspicion and mistrust from others. And I also feel as well that a lot of you don't know when to like be soft and say thank you and receive from others, because you have so much of a wall up. And that's something that you're really going to have to work on in life. I feel like that's one of your main struggles. Okay, and I really feel like too, guys, what I'm really seeing with 6 of Cups and 6 of Pentacles, children really like you, and I feel like one day you're going to work really strongly with children, or like your audience, if you do something else, is going to be like younger people, because I really feel like they really admire you, and I feel like that's just one of your natural gifts as well. I also sense for some of you, group number 6, because this is a general reading, I'm really feeling like someone from your past could be coming back really soon, or I feel like your past is what's going to be what earns you wealth. Like something that happened in your past or what you went through in your past is going to make you the person you are in the future, that helps you become successful. Okay, like so if you had a difficult life growing up, I want you to know that's really going to help you be the person in the future that's going to bring you success, if that makes sense. Yeah, because I'm seeing with the Queen of Swords and the Hermit, guys, you really have a tendency to be so closed off from other people because you don't trust people, and this really blocks off good connections for you. I feel like you need to be more trusting of people. I really feel that way. And I'm also seeing with 8 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups, a lot of you guys are going to meet your spouse, your future partner, your truest soulmates at work or at school. That's what I really see. And I see that you guys are destined for love and great transformations. I see you going from this hard, competitive person to somebody who is great with children, to a natural counselor, to somebody who is able to inspire others and transform others with your words. And I really feel like when that happens, you are going to meet your romantic soulmate, the person you were meant to be with at work or at school. I strongly feel that for you. So that's all I have for you, group number 6. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope this helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.